Let's get going with the show then. This is Buy Now Sell Now, where we get you answers for all of your stock related query. Viewers, you can write to us on the WhatsApp number flashing on your screen and we will take them to our experts. Joining us today on the show, we have Kunal Bothra as well as we have Kunal Parar. Both of them are going to take your queries on technical special. It's not only just techie special, it's Kunal special also looks like it, Kunal, today. Which Kunal? Oh God, we have to actually say the whole name, the entire name, isn't it, Kunal Bothra? Tell us your views coming in on the markets today then.
Absolutely, yes. So I think on the markets front, no complaints even after this tepid start to the index, or rather tepid end to the index for the brilliant week we've gone through. I think we've seen a phenomenal rise twice the last in this week. We've seen the Nifty jumping up or rallying up more than 300 to 500 points on a single day, and that's a phenomenal kind of a move from an index perspective. So now, even at current levels, I believe that the markets are perched up quite well. 24,800 could now be a fresh base for the Nifty, and I think we should be looking at more of gradual up moves coming out for large cap names, as well as the market breadth opening up and volumes chasing the mid caps and small caps. I think that should also happen pretty soon for the markets.
Okay, so that's the take coming in on the markets. Let's kickstart your queries, viewers. And which Kunal should we go to first? Let's go to Kunal Parar right now. And Kunal, this is our viewer Seema from Dubai who's writing to us. She holds the following stock. She's asking if she should sell or hold, and she can hold for the next 3 to 5 years for the slightly longer term. Stocks in question: Divi's Labs, Vedanta, and Titan. She's asking if she should hold or sell, or if these are looking good to you, what would be good levels to add further?
Well, all these three stocks looks very attractive: Titan, Vedanta, and Divi's Lab. Right now, Titan is trading at 3,632. We may see a further upside momentum up to the level of 3,900, and if stock breaks this level, then further upside could be there up to the level of 4,200. And if it's for long term, then nothing to worry about this counter. If we talk about VDL Vedanta, right now trading at very attractive level. It's a perfect level to add at present level. Right now, stock is trading at 441. If you talk about upper side target, then first target comes at 510. If stock breaks this level, then further upside would be there up to the level of 575. So Vedanta looks very attractive to add to add fresh level or go for average as well. And if you talk about Divi's Lab, then nothing to worry about this counter. Stock right now stock is trading at somewhere around 6,231 due to its all-time high level. It may enter into uncharted territory, and if it happens, then further upside would be there up to the level of 7,100. So all this counter looks very attractive from the present level.
Right. Let's take this next question. It's coming in from Subramanian. He's writing to us from Chennai. Bank of Maharashtra, 120 shares purchased at around 47.47 levels, Kunal. He wants to know what's the short to medium term target on this one. KB, what's your view?
So I think my view for Bank of Maharashtra is on the bullish side. The only concern is that the PSU banking lot have not given that kind of a momentum breakout. But it's a matter of time that these stocks would also gain momentum, because the market breadth is starting to go open up. You're seeing many of the PSU stocks leading the charge. Eventually, the momentum would come back into the PSU banking names. In terms of levels, I think if you're looking to buy, then I would suggest that 52.5 is a breakout point for Bank of Maharashtra. That's where I would believe that once the stock closes above this levels, for a couple of consecutive days, then I believe that the momentum should come back again for the stock, and then you can expect levels of even 55, 60 plus for the stock in the near term. So would suggest a hold on Bank of Maharashtra if you've already bought, and if you're looking for a fresh buy, then 52.5 is a breakout point above which you can buy.
That's the strategy on Bank of Maharashtra. Kunal, we'll come to you. This is Kunal Parar. And next query coming in from our viewer, Mahalakshmi, is writing to us from Hyderabad and holds 800 shares of GMR Airport since October of last year. Buy price at 88 rupees per share. She's asking what's the view going ahead? Should she add further, because she wants to hold it for the long term? And she's asking, if not, should she sell this and move money to SBI or HDFC Bank? Stocks of the different sector, but that's her query. GMR Airports, how is that looking? And if not good, would you prefer shifting money to SBI or HDFC Bank?
Well, right now stock is trading in an uptrend only, and we may see a further upside momentum in the counter up to the level of 98 to 103. So no recommendation from my side to switch as of now, because we may see some kind of spark in the counter up to the level of 98 to 103. So hold this counter as of now. And if you want to add some extra fund, then I'll suggest to go for HDFC Bank, not SBI.
All right. Kevin, let me come to you and take this query. This one is coming from RK Jalan, who's writing to us from Mumbai. He's a retiree and he wants advice on Yes Bank. 80,000 shares of Yes Bank that he's purchased at level of about 21.8 rupees per share. What should he do with this one, given the fact that now it has actually tried to approach or maybe surpass his buy price, but makes sense to hold on till he actually tries to make up for the loss that he already has been having all this while?
See, it's going to be a bit tricky. So short-term charts are looking attractive for Yes Bank. There have been a lot of confirmations, stock breaking above the 200 DMA. Momentum in the volumes in the last two weeks for Yes Bank has been much on the higher side. So it indicates that there's been fresh buying. But you've also seen that the stock has been in terms of the news flow surrounding in the last 1 or 2 weeks, and that's one of the major reasons why you're seeing this strong up move for Yes Bank. I would suggest that first is that there has to be a rationale for you buying such a high quantity on Yes Bank, and especially I'm assuming that you maybe not have the same kind of an exposure into the other banking names. So I would suggest that maybe once the stock comes closer to your cost price or say comes into profit mode, I would suggest that you can start look to book profits into Yes Bank and shift that money back into those traditional large cap banking names. You can also look at Axis Bank, which is looking attractive, ICICI Bank at current levels, maybe even IDFC First Bank. That stock is also likely to make a strong comeback for itself. AU Small Finance Bank, that's another name which is looking attractive. So I think it's always better that you start looking at venturing into the other stocks on the banking side and then try and build a solid portfolio there.
Okay, Kunal, we have Karthikeyan writing to us from Kerala and asking you which stock is looking good from the real estate pack on a long-term basis on the charts. If you could give top 2 or top 3 recommendations from the real estate space, what's shaping up well on the charts right now?
Well, if you talk about real estate sector right now, DLF looks very attractive. Stock is trading at 714. Recently, stock has given a breakout as well, and recently it has formed bottom formation as well. So from the present level, we may see some kind of side momentum up to the level of 800 to 900. And if we talk about long-term purpose as well, then somewhere around 1100 of level that we can see in the long term. So DLF looks very attractive at present level, and one is that Lodha Macrotech, means the way stock has been trading and the way stock is the company is expanding its work. I think we may see a further upside momentum in the counter in Lodha. Right now stock is trading at 1398, and recently stock has given a breakout of its recent top, which was placed at 1380. So it's a perfect time to get into the stock for long-term portfolio creation. If we talk about upward side target, and first target comes at 1600, and if stock breaks this level, then further upside would be there up to the level of 1750. So both this stock looks very attractive. DLF, which works aggressively in the north side, and Macrotech Developers Loader, which aggressively works in the west side. So both this stock looks very attractive.
Leena, who's writing to us from Kolkata, wants to invest about 2 lakhs today itself, Kunal, into Tata Motors and Tata Tech. Are these companies good buys for the medium term? Will it be beneficial when Tata Motors will demerge? Wants to know your view, Kunal, on this.
So in Hindi we say neki or pooch pooch. I think it's a good sign that Tata group of stocks are actually making a comeback. I would also suggest that why not look at even Tata Steel, adding to Tata Steel. I'm not sure whether you already have exposure there, but I think the set of stocks in the Tata group are making a very strong comeback, and this could probably be an indication that maybe the worst, at least for many of the stocks, could be behind. Tata Elxsi, for example, that's another name, but it's a bit high beta, so I would not recommend a longer term buy over here because of the beta nature of the stock price. But many of the stocks, when I was looking at the charts, Tata Communication, consumers, etc., these stocks are making a solid base for themselves. So it all gels up with the market mood. If the market mood continues to be buoyant going forward, then I would sense that many of these names on the Tata group of stocks, they should make a strong up move going forward. So good picks, but I would suggest to add maybe a couple of more like Tata Steel, etc.
Okay, so that's the take coming in on a bunch of those Tata stocks, Tata Motors and Tata Chemicals to be precise. Kunal, coming to you, our viewer B. Soumya is writing to us from Chennai. They hold NHPC at a buy price of 75 and Union Bank at 110. They want to know if NHPC will reach 100 and Union Bank will reach 150 in a short-term duration. Is this possible? Should they wait around for this in the short term?
Yes, definitely the way stock is trading, I think 100 would be the possible target for the counter if stock breaks is 92, and if stock breaks is 100 level, then further upside would be there up to the level of 116. So yes, from my side, please hold the stock. We may see very good upside momentum. And if you talk about Union Bank, the way stock has been trading on its daily chart, stock has already gone a breakout of its 130 level, and right now trading successfully above this level. Stock has been trading above its 20 and 50 days of moving average. So further upside would be there up to the level of 140, and afterwards even it may march towards the level of 152. So please hold both the stock. Looks very attractive on a daily chart.
All right, so that's the take coming in on Union Bank. Let me take this next one. This one is coming in from our viewer, not mentioned the name, MTAR Tech, 90 shares, KB at a price of around 2,342. Can hold for the next 6 months, sell, hold, average, buy more.
I think I would suggest to buy more. Now it's a rare defense counter which has actually been languishing at its 52-week lows. In fact, very recently, if I'm not wrong, just yesterday or day before, the stock has managed to come back into a breakout of its 200 DMA. I have been tracking the stock earlier also, and I think in the previous versions of the stock rally, it used to face a lot of resistance around this 200 DMA. So just maybe wait out for maybe 1 or 2 days more. If the stock sustains this breakout moves, confirms confirms a further up move above this 200 DMA, then you could be looking at a major turnaround which could be possible for the stock. I would suggest a buy, but just as I said, wait out for another couple of days. Let the stock confirm. It's always better to buy this on confirmation rather than on anticipation. So that's my view on MTAR Tech.
Okay, so that's the view coming in on MTAR Tech. Let's move on. Kunal, slightly broad-based query coming in from our viewer, Mr. Narayan, who's writing to us from Bangalore. He wants to know 3 good stocks to buy from the railway sector at the current price to hold for a period of 1 year. What's looking good from the railway pack?
Well, good question. Right now, all the railway stocks are buzzing, and if you talk about particular counters, then RFC looks very attractive, trading at 139. Recently took the support of its previous bottom, which was placed at 115. And if you talk about upper side target, and first target comes at 165. And if stock breaks this level, then further upside would be there up to the level of 190. So from railway, first counter is IFC, second counter is Ircon. The way stock has been trading on its daily chart, even stock has already given a breakout of its strong resistance, which was placed at 170, right now trading at 192. Further upside would be there up to the level of 226, and if stock breaks this level, then we may see a further upside up to the level of 280. So second counter is Ilcon, and third counter is Titagar Wagon. The way stock has been trading on its daily chart, further upside would be there. Right now, stock is trading at 896. Stock has given a breakout of its strong resistance, which was placed at 835, trading above its 20 and 50 days moving average. So even Titagar Wagon looks very attractive. First target would be at 1120, and afterwards, even it may march towards the level of 1352. So from the railway, all these 3 counters looks very attractive: IRFC, Ilcon, and Titagar Wagon Limited.
All right, so those are some of the railway counters that one can watch out for. Let me take this one coming in from Ramya, who's writing to us from Chennai. Kunal, 300 shares of Canara Bank at the price of 107 rupees per share. Wants to know in the short term how much profit will she make in this holding, and also over the next 1 year as well. What's the scope of an upside? Do you think that this one will augur well in the short term? Some profits in the offing for her?
Yeah, so I'm assuming the query is to me. Yeah. So Canara Bank, I think, is a good buy. In fact, what's actually been happening is that in the last 2-3 months or so, there has been a slight change in the relative strength for PSU banking names. So, for example, earlier it was Bank of India, which was looking quite charged up. Then there was a point when SBI managed to play a catch up. Bank of Baroda underperformed, PNB underperformed, Canara Bank was also an underperformer. But then just the last 1 week or so, we've seen signs that Canara Bank is emerging as a fresh breakout as well as a strong up move candidate. I would believe at 106, 107 levels where the stock is trading right now, there could be a possibility that the stock may be one of the better performers in the entire PSU banking names, at least for the the short to medium term. In that anticipation, I would suggest that maybe a target closer to 115 to 120 odd for Canara Bank.
Okay, so those are levels to watch out from Canara Bank. Kunal Parar, we'll come to you. This next query specifically for you. It's coming from our viewer, Mr. Krish, and he holds SBI Life, 175 shares of the stock at a buy price of 1,479. He also holds LT Foods, 175 shares here as well at a buy price of 375 rupees. He's asking for your long-term outlook on both of these stocks, SBI Life and LT Foods.
Well, SBI Life looks very attractive on a daily chart. Since last many days, it has been trading in an upward rising channel formation only, and further upside would be there up to the level of 1920. And if stock breaks this level, then we may see a one-way rally up to the level of 2300. So SBI looks very attractive amongst this insurance counter. And if we talk about LT Food, the way stock has been trading on its daily chart, further upside would be there because recently, when stock has given a breakout of its range-bound momentum, not only this stock has given a breakout of its downward falling trend line also. So right now stock is trading at 371. If we talk about upper side target, then intermediate target comes at 415. And if stock breaks this level, then further upside would be there up to the level 480. So both this stock looks very attractive on a daily chart.
All right, so that's the take coming in on the stock. But on that note, we'll slip into a break on this edition of Buy Now, Sell Now. When we come back, more stock queries on the other side. Don't go anywhere.
Hi there, welcome back to Buy Now Sell Now. Let's keep it going with all our viewer queries. And Kunal Parar, we'll come to you. This is Chitra who's writing to us from Kuwait, and she's asking how to approach Sterlite Technologies for the long time after the demerger that the stock has seen. She also holds 200 shares of Tata Chemicals. We've spoken about that one. Let's just talk about Sterlite Technology. View for the next 3 months is what she wants to know, as well as Motherson Wiring. So what's the view on both of these?
Well, if you talk about Sterlite Tech right now trading at 70.23, I think good upside would be there. Recently, stock has given a breakout of its double bottom on a smaller time frame, and the way stock has been trading, first target would be at 82, and afterwards stock may march toward the level of 88. So Sterlite Tech looks very attractive on a daily chart. And another stock you said, sir, Motherson
Wiring. Kunal,
Another stock you said it's a Motherson Wiring,
Wiring,
right?
correct, yes.
Yeah. So right now stock is trading at 58, trading above its 20 days moving average. Not only this stock has given a breakout of its inverted head and shoulder formation. So stock looks very attractive on a daily chart. If we talk about target wise, then first target comes at 65, and if stock breaks this level, then further upside would be there up to the level of 72. So both these stock looks very attractive on a daily chart. Please hold this stock as of now.
Right, this next one is coming from Indu. KB, this one is for you. Wants to know about BHEL. She's at a slightly profitable level. Sales, she's at a loss of approximately 20%. Should add more of them, both of them on the portfolio right now? Or is it good to wait until they break above their all-time high levels?
No, I think buying at current levels and then waiting for all-time high could be a better strategy rather than the other way around. I think both these stocks are heading towards individual breakouts. Momentum has come back again into these names. The peers have started to look attractive. They've confirmed a breakout, which means that this could not just be a positive move for their individual sectors, but even for the group. Like for example, the PSU group. We've seen the PSU stocks making a strong comeback. Volumes, chasing the up move, and you've seen what's happened to the cases like the defense pack, for example, how these stocks post the first round of momentum, and when volumes chase these kind of strong momentum, these stocks have gone to a different tangent altogether. My sense is that stocks like BHEL, etc., they could also find a similar kind of a up move. You can add maybe another stock which I've been tracking of late over the last specifically 1 to 2 weeks, NBCC. I think that's also another name which is start to look attractive.
Okay, so that's the take coming in on a couple of those stocks. Let's move on, and Kunal, query coming for you, specifically for you this time. SK Karan is our viewer who's writing to us from Bangalore, wants to know a fair price to purchase Hikal Limited. What is your view on this one?
Well, Econ Limited right now trading at 395, and we may see we had witnessed a very good upside movement in the counter up to the level of 449, and right now stock is trading at 395. If stock fall up to the level of 359, that would become a good buying opportunities in the counter. As of now, please avoid this. 359 or 350 would become a good buying zone for the counter.
This next query that I have is coming from K. Narayana Reddy from Warangal and wants to know about a couple of stocks, KB. One is BSC, 75 shares, 100 shares of Cochin Shipyard, 100 shares of Garden Reach. He has 15% profit in each of these stocks. What's the short-term target for all of them?
So wait for another at least, I would say 5 to 10% kind of a broad upside if you are specifically looking at this as a short term, because the momentum is still not over for these names. There could be a couple of days where these stocks may go into a correction, but if the markets maintain their tone, I would sense that these stocks could continue to move up higher. So I would suggest a hold.
Coming in on Cochin Shipyard. But on that note, Kunal, as well as Kunal, thank you so much for joining us on the show and helping us, helping our viewers navigate their stock-related queries and understand their portfolio better. On that note, we'll let both of you go.
That viewers, we are totally out of time on this edition of Buy Now Sell Now. It's a goodbye from Snehi, myself, our producer Ruchira, our director Ravindra, as well as Trevor. Thank you so much for watching. See you next week.
If you like this video, then like, share and subscribe to ET Now.